I'm going to have to jump off a few minutes early. And Melissa, maybe I'll get you to close since I'm going to be doing the 9 o'clock call. Could you close it off? Yep, that'd be great. Okay, so we're recording. Happy May 1st. Is it spring yet here in Ontario? Did you feel it? Because I'm wearing a sweater. Anyways, I am so excited to start off this call with just talking about how we came off of the month of April. So first off, I just want to congratulate everybody. We had a fantastic month. We haven't had a month like this in a long time. Usually you would think it would be in the month of January or the month of September, but believe it or not, we actually beat our January business, which is typically, Nick, can you do some muting out on some of the calls? So hear some, okay. And so what I'll do is I'm just going to go through some basic numbers, and then I'm going to get the NMDs that are on the call tonight to do some shout outs as well to some of their team. Right now, our volume came in with Canadian orders at 339, new teammates 23, big shout out, really building some momentum on our team. In the US, we had 74 orders and 1 new team member. So those are kind of our volumes for North America that came in. And then we had top distributors. Top distributors. I will go through them in regards to just like the top 5. So Karen Urwitzki out of Ottawa, 17. Ilona Morrison, she got 9 orders. Lindsay Matthews, 8. Leanne Reeves, 8. And Meredith Girton, 8. So those were kind of our top reps. And then I will just give a shout out to our winners of the cash. Everybody's waiting. Who won? Who won the cash? So let me go through. So for children's health study order, remember, or I'm going to say health study. I keep on saying children's health study order, but it's our health study order, Healthy Starts. Remember that we have a contest that we are trying to get 1,000 is our target. So you guys will see the hashtags, Sweeter Together 1,000. So working towards 1,000 families, which is so exciting. And so the top winners this month that are going to win the cash. So Karen out of Ottawa is won $100. She had 9 Healthy Starts orders. Number 2 is Meredith, and you're on the phone or you're on the call. So you're going to do a little training tonight for us. Meredith got 7. Incredible, 7 orders. And the third is Jen Pike, ended up getting 5. And then I just want to do a shout out because there's a bunch of people that got 4s, like Amanda Stone, Ilona, Leanna, like you guys still killed it with 4. Like I get excited if I get 1 or 2. So to get 4 is huge. So a big shout out. And then does anybody want to guess who won for the most tags in the Design a Sweet Life page? Anybody guess? I'm sure you guys could see a theme of who was tagging the most. Yeah, Ashley Tough, you smashed it. You were amazing and on fire. At first, I thought I was going to win it, and then you just came in and hammer timed it, man. So Ashley, Karen gets $100, Jen Pike $25, Meredith $25, and Ashley $25. So congratulations to our winners. That is just incredible. So I'm going to just stop for a sec, and if any of you NMDs want to do any shout-outs to any of your team tonight before we move on with some training.
Hey, I'll go. You shouted out to Alona with 9 orders, which was our top customer acquisition for the month. I'm not sure if Courtney and Crystal Bowman are on, but they both had 7 orders, and Crystal Bowman is a new rep, so just wanted to recognize her. And then Anna for requalifying after being out of qualification for a little while. We were real proud of everybody, but nice to get back in and work hard.
Awesome. Anyone else want to do some shout outs?
Yeah, sure. Are we just doing orders right now?
Well, just any type of shout outs that you want to give for your team.
Okay, so we did the 8 orders, Meredith, Leanna, Lindsay, Becky Black with 7, Jen Z, Sheila Guthrie, Amanda Steele, Amanda Stone with 6 orders, and Susan Baker with 5. And then distributors, we had, Ashley had a distributor, Susan Baker had 2, Meredith had 2, Maddie, my daughter, and her distributor Ella had 1, Lindsay Denike had 1, Crystal had 1, Kelly had 1, Brandy had 1, Dax had 1, and Amanda Stone had 3.
Wow. Amazing. That's what conference does. Go to conference and woo! Amazing. Okay, anyone else want to do some shout outs?
Melissa did it all. It's perfect.
It's good? Okay,
So-
awesome.
Shoot, sorry,
So
Jen.
No, it's good. That's way more thorough than I would have.
I know, so good. Anyway, so again, you can kind of feel the energy. I have to give a big shout out to what's bringing my mojo back into the game is Teamzy. I'm just going to give a shout out to Teamzy. If you're not on Teamzy, I'm going to say, look at Teamzy right now. Write it down. Teamzy, teamzy.com. You can go on for 30 days and get a free trial. That's how I started. It's $19.95 a month, but guys, it is so worth it. I had no idea the value of this program until I actually started to do it more than one day and actually be consistent. And it has lit me up so much because I'm in so many conversations and really creating deep, meaningful conversations with people, not just going after, hey, I want to order, but just, hey, how are you? Genuinely reaching out to people. So I don't know. I'm going to just say, guys, if you're not on it, you're missing out. We get a team report, and I've got a lot of you distributors on it, and I get to see who's sleeping and who's on fire. And let me tell you, I guess the red is coming out of me, because when I wake up in the morning, I go to the gym and come back, and Sarah Naylor's already got 30. I'm like, mother of, you're on, because Sarah does all of her calls in the morning. So does Jennifer Z. And then, of course, there's the time change to Arizona with Sarah Beerboard. So I'm like, oh, she's still in bed, but no, not really. She's doing her personal development. It's just awesome, guys. I just really, really encourage. Do any of the other leaders maybe want to do a shout out to Teamzy too, so that you're just not hearing it from me? Maybe Jen Brennan, who thought it was like a sucky program.
I will. Okay, I'll give the shout out. So Melissa Hyde, I feel so bad. One day I'm going to like buy her a house or something. So she's been telling me about Teamzy for a long time, as everyone has. And I'm like, I don't have time to set it up. It's annoying. Like, it's just too much work. I've been doing it for 6 days, and I've done more work in 6 days in the least amount of time than I've done in like 3 months. So guys, I'm telling you, I do it for like 45 minutes, and I'm like, wait, was I just that productive? Like, in 45 minutes straight, I turn my phone off, I close my blinds, nothing like stops me from doing stuff. And it is so amazing. I've got tons of orders. I've got all these conversations. I didn't even know that some of these people were even on my Facebook. You have to like import all your Facebook and their names. It just tells you who to contact. And then I'm like, wait, I don't even know who that is. So I have to go and look. And it's great. It tells you what to do, guys. It is a no-brainer. I know why she's been telling me about it, because for somebody who's scattered or doesn't know how to kind of like put your 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Today, I think I did Teamzy 15 different times because that was my day. It was just so busy. So it was like 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there. And it tells you what percentage you're at. And like Nicole was saying, I'm competitive. So I'm like, guys, you guys have 1 flame and I have 2, and so you guys suck. So you guys need to catch up. And then it comes back to me when I'm not so great. So it's a system that's easy to follow. It tells you what to do. So try it for the 30 days for free. You have nothing to lose. It's awesome.
Great. Thank you for that. And Karen just actually jumped on the phone, our rock star for the month. So big shout out to Karen. You missed our recognition for you that you got 17. I think actually it's 19 orders, but the system showed 17 yesterday, but at least 19 orders. And you won the $100 for the health study. So big shout out, Karen. Congratulations. So we're going to do just a quick training. Meredith ended up getting 8 orders. She's a brand new VF under Susan Baker. And I asked Meredith if she could just spend a couple minutes to let us know as a new VF, how she's continuing to generate orders. And let people know who you are. Sometimes I think, people think that we have that, like, it's only health professionals that are doing well in this business. And I can tell you that, when you go to conference, most of the people that are walking stage are not health professionals. We just are unique in that I tend to attract a lot of health professionals. But let me tell you, when you go down to conference, it's a lot of average people doing above average stuff. So I just want to give a shout out to that. So Meredith, I'll let you speak, dear.
Okay, thanks. Hi, guys. So thank you so much for asking me to speak. That's a huge honor because, yes, I'm definitely just an ordinary person. Just a background. So I was a client of Juice Plus for 2 years and actually looked at, I left work about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago now. I used to be a recruiter. And so I have a sales and marketing background and I'm pretty comfortable talking to people. So networking is definitely in my forte, but I didn't want to sell. I see, I just see Melissa there. Okay. So anyway, I looked at the business a year ago and had no interest in network marketing. I was like, oh, forget it. I had a friend trying to get me to do Arbonne. It was absolutely no. And then I went to Anthony Goulet's event and it really resonated with me. What am I passionate about? I love nutrition. Just like I could never get sick of learning more about nutrition, but I'm not a nutritionist. And I love to work out and I love to be active. So I was looking for something. So joined the business, I joined in about November. And all I really did for the first month, and Brittany, if you're listening to this, because she's a new distributor, actually she's now a DD with under me. I just listened, I learned the verbiage, and I did my memory jogger. So I do know a lot of people, but I don't necessarily know a lot of people well. But I really believed in the product. So at first I was really not comfortable talking to people. So it wasn't until the end of December that I started to get orders because I was comfortable. And then every time I would see someone, I would just add them to my list. So I put the list, I'm not on this Team Z yet, so maybe I have to do it. But every time I would see someone and think about someone, the memory jogger was amazing for me because I put it on Google Sheets and it says, how do you know that person? So then I would think, oh, I know other people from elementary school or university or from this workplace or that workplace. So it just kind of got me thinking more and more people. And then I started messaging people, and then I've done a lot of coffee dates. And it's really just the conversation for me. I did start an Instagram and I am posting, but I'm not spending a lot of time on it because I don't want to, like, right now I'm still using my warm market. So maybe I will have to go and start attracting people more from a cold market standpoint. But really what I've done is the people that I closed. So I guess I had my launch call at the end of January and I've been using all the events. So I did the launch call then we had the Jen Pike event and I had about 10 people there. And a very few of them actually have converted, but I'm keeping the conversations going. And the people that closed this month, a lot of them have just been in conversation with me for 3 months. And it's funny, like my sister and brother-in-law, my mother-in-law, these are some of the people that I'm more uncomfortable about having conversations with about the business. I'm way more comfortable about talking to like people I hardly know than my own family, because I actually don't think a lot of them even respect what I'm doing. So I have my own sisters, no chance. They think it's, what are you doing? What's the shred? Ha ha ha. So anyway, that's sort of my own shtick. And the Healthy Starts, like my daughter's at a school where she's at a private school. So there's a lot of people who have money there. We're like the poorest people there. And so I'm on the YPA, I'm on the parent association. So I'm just talking to people. I play softball. I think big part of this business is being out there, being involved in a lot of things and just being very authentic about conversations, but not coming across like you're selling. So it's just like, yes, I'm loving what I'm doing. I sell this whole, or I don't even say I sell, I became a distributor for this whole food nutritional product. It's amazing. And, I'm feeling great. And then what I say is like, and the effect that I'm having, like a friend of mine's mother Her insulin levels have come down. You know, I just talk about like what a great feeling it is to be really helping other people. So from there, like a woman yesterday at a spa, they said, oh my God, my husband has diabetes. And she signed up, and then I gave her a sample and she got the protein right there. So it was like, but it was really real. And so I think it's just about being real, but keeping a track record of when you meet people and making sure you're going back. So people who didn't do the shred and were sort of interested last month, I followed up with this month and I said, hey, you expressed some interest. Are you going to join us this month? And 2 of them said yes. So it's really pipeline sales process, and you have to keep getting new people in the pipeline. And that's just kind of sales 101. And that's it.
There you go. Thank you so much. That was awesome. It's just always so good to hear from our new people and how you're out there and sharing. So thank you. So what I want to share with you guys is, who is using Design Your Sweet Life? Can you put your hand up? Who is using it as a tool? Okay, some of you are. So I'm just going to do a screen share here so that, hold on here, screen share. There we go. What I want to share, because a few people have been asking questions around the Design Your Sweet Life, and like, how do I know if somebody is not Design Your Sweet Life? Can you guys see this? Give me a thumbs up. Meredith, I can see you on the screen. Give me a thumbs up. Yep, okay. So a couple things that I want to share on this page that I think is really important. So if you guys, this is where you invite, so you would actually invite somebody to the page. So I always get permission. So for my cold call on Instagram, as I get into conversation, I'm bringing all of my Instagram people over to this page as fast as I can. So what I do is I get them to seek me out as a new friend on Facebook, and then I invite them. And then Melissa actually taught us this, is then you follow up with them to say, hey, I've just added you, and make sure you go under the learning tab so that you can actually scroll through the different learning units and kind of see what we're all about, because I think that's really important. But you guys need to make sure that they actually accept the invitation. So I want to show you that Nikki Webb, this is a great example. So Nikki actually did a welcome. We had 84 new members join in the last week. So if you scroll down, you can actually see the people that accepted it because they're highlighted with an underline. And you can see all of the people that haven't accepted because they are there, but they haven't accepted it. So you guys can actually go back to all the people that you maybe added and they haven't accepted it. So then it's your job to go back and just remind them. They might have just never saw it or didn't realize that they actually had to accept it. Do you see that? So that is one way that you can go back and check it out, which is cool. Okay, so thanks, Nikki, for doing that. So once a week, Nikki is going to tag all of the new people, and then you can go back to see who didn't get accepted. The other thing I want to show you is Nikki has been doing an amazing job putting these unit tabs together. So unit 1 is the watch the detox video and print off your shred guide. And so your new person would click on it and they'd be able to scroll down, and this is where they could get the shred guide here, and this is where they can get the video. And you can tag your people in the comment section so that they can have access to it. So for those people that are doing the Sweet Body Challenge with the Shred program, this is where you would want to put them in the unit and tag them so that they have the tools to be successful in the Shred program. And for those of you that don't know where the event is running, it's under events and it's in the calendar. I don't know why it doesn't show up on my computer, but right here, May 1st, Your Sweet Body. We have 78 people that are going this month. And then you can see that every day we are, there was Sarah, there's beautiful Sarah. She did her post today. Look at how happy she is going to work. Not. And then Melissa this morning before CrossFit. Look at that happy girl. And she did her short video before CrossFit. So this is where we're loving on our people. And that's where you can invite them and tag them. And your job, if you are focusing on, shred people, you want to make sure that you're tagging them and reaching out to them on, I would say, just about a daily basis for the first 10 days to make sure that they're in the game and they are having a great experience. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. So what I'm going to do is there's two more things. Melissa and the leaders got together this past week, and we have some new goals. We thought that this would be appropriate for heading into conference. So right now for goals, we have 150 reps that we want for conference. I know it's a big goal. I think the biggest we've ever had is 75, so we're looking at doubling the conference. Remember, it's October 3rd to 5th in Calgary. We're also got a big, huge, super hairy goal that scared the living crap out of me, but Melissa pushed me to the max, and she said, let's go for 25 super builders. So our goal is to see 25 super builders coming to conference, walking stage, going to the Legacy red carpet event on the Friday night, getting VIP, and we are going to be announcing more details to this, but for our super builders, we're going to have a special 2-night getaway in the mountains before conference. So there's another little carrot for you guys to come and hang out. We're going to do a poster in the next week to give you more details on that. So we're really, really excited. We're working behind the scenes to make it really special for the people that are really gunning and building this business. So on that note, what I want to do is Sarah Beermore is on the call tonight. And she's really been awesome in trying to find some really good, valuable key speakers for the month of May. She's found 2 that are going to be really amazing. And next week, this particular person is her personal mindset coach that she's been working with for the last 5-6 months. And so I just want Sarah to talk a little bit about him and how you can prepare for next week for the call. Sarah?
Yeah, can you guys hear me? Nicole, thumbs up. Awesome. Yeah. So last year I started kind of posting on Facebook like, hey, does anybody, have a business coach that they use? And someone referred Brandon Barber coaching to me at that time. And I guess I just wasn't really ready for a business coach. I kind of felt myself shifting into a funk as not, depression or anything, but a funk in my business, just feeling like I'd hit 24 Club, like right out of NMD, 2 months later, hit 24 Club, went solid, like almost hit, like got to 30 and then just couldn't go the distance. And I started having thoughts of like self-doubt and negativity, thought about like, am I really cut out for this? Is this really what I want? Like I really was not finding fulfillment in the business anymore. In fact, I just wanted to shut it out. And that may come as a surprise to you because I always showed up with enthusiasm, but in reality, I was having a lot of negative thoughts and actually asked my husband, if we lose our Juice Plus income, will we be okay? Because we've made adjustments to our lifestyle since this business. And it was at that point that I knew I needed help because I knew I loved what I did, but I knew that something was happening and I couldn't seem to get past it. And at that time, this is a year later after putting that post out, Courtney came to me and said, hey, there's this guy by the name of Brandon Barber coming to Phoenix. I really think we should take our teams out to his event because the Young Living crew are all using him and they're all ranking and they're like swear by his coaching. So before I could, obviously take my team out, I needed to kind of vet him, right? And so I did the assessment that I'm asking you guys to do for next week. I put it in the leadership chat group. So hopefully your leaders will get it out to you guys, your team members. It was just a brief assessment, super weird, super strange. Like you're going to be like, what in the heck does this all mean? It's not a personality test. You can't fake it. And so then he met with me and did an assessment, and within just it was a 30-minute free kind of go over your assessment, which is, similar to kind of what he'll do next week for us and just helping us understand how the brain works and how our brains work when you have that in front of you. And basically he blew me out of the water because he was able to nail 2 thought processes that I was having that was stopping me from moving my team forward. And I literally just started crying. It was the first time I felt hope. And so I ended up hiring him as a business coach and have been working with him really since January. And I will say that like my mind has shifted so much, and just understanding and it's just crazy. But anyways, I'm just finding joy in the journey again, finding fulfillment, being happy, like having a desire to work my business and grow and just releasing. And it's not just for me. It wasn't just business, personal stuff. It's helped me with my the way that I view my son and just all sorts of stuff. So he's giving us 30 minutes for free. He's got different outlets. Like you could just even get into his Facebook group. He's not going to try to sell coaching next week, but I would definitely suggest doing the assessment, having it at least on your computer while you're on the Zoom next week. And then and then just follow along. He's just amazing, and he'll give you nuggets next week that will literally blow your mind.
Yeah, great. Thank you. So we will pass that along. We'll actually put it on the Team B page as well, so you guys can do the quick assessments so you understand the mindset stuff that he is going to be training on. And then from there, what I want to do is just wrap up with events. So I just want to do some shout outs, and forgive me if I miss any events because there's so much going on. I'm like, I remember when it used to be such slim pickings when an event would show up and we would drive 2 hours to go to an event, and it would be every 3 or 4 months. And now it seems like it's almost like every night, and my brain is like, oh my gosh, my brain hurts. There's so many events, but in such a good way. But what I want to do is I just want to shout out to a few of the bigger events that are coming up. So yes, I will be in Lindsay tomorrow. I'm helping Ashley out with doing a talk on living in raising kids in a processed world. I know Lindsay, our rock star Lindsay, who is beating cancer and having the most positive attitude, is coming to Uxbridge. I will miss her, but she will be at the library doing her cancer talk and sharing hope for other people that are going through, or, you know, it's everywhere. So she's just going to share her heart and her message. Friday night in Markham is Jen Pike. I don't know if anybody is on here tonight that can say if there's any tickets left or not. Maybe you can type in if there are tickets. She will be doing her hormone talk. Last time I heard the tickets were sold out. Maybe somebody can comment. And then May is our big month. We have Jim Sears, Dr. Jim Sears from The Doctor, that will be featured on the 23rd in Markham, in Barrie on the 24th. And then we have our regional in Barrie, 9 till 1. So if you've never been to a regional, get to the regional, try to figure out how to get there. It's 4 hours, it's $10, and you get to get some great training from some of our top leaders. I will be touring out to BC at the end of the month. So if you guys have any connections out in Langley, BC, Nanaimo, on the island, please reach out to me. I will get you the flyers, and you can invite your guests to come and connect with me, meet with me. I know that some of you, when I go out there, really take advantage of that, and I've really connected to a lot of people because of you guys from your guests, so that's awesome. And if you want to write this down, we're so excited. We've just locked and loaded. Dr. Mitra Ray is coming to the Toronto area. We stole her for 2 nights. That's all we could get. We really wanted her to get up to Ottawa, but we couldn't sneak it in this time. She will be doing an event in Toronto on June 19th. Susan Baker is going to be leading that one. It's going to be Do You Have the Guts to Be Beautiful? And it is from her book that she wrote, bestseller, and it'll be awesome. So we'll be talking about why diets fail. She's going to talk about the gut health and how it's related to beauty. So it's going to be awesome. And then we're going to bring her up to Aurora, and we are going to do a dinner with her. So this is really cool. So it will be a dinner ticket. So your guests are going to have to buy dinner, and it will be at Aw Shucks on Yonge Street in Aurora. And so doors will open at 6:30, 7 o'clock. Dinner presentation will be 7:30. And then, as you guys know, Dr. Mitra Ray loves to have fun and loves to dance. One of her favorite things is dancing. And of course, we'll be upstairs, and then down below there will be a band starting at 9 o'clock, and we will go downstairs and dance and have fun, and yeah, all that fun stuff. So I wanted to just make sure you guys had those dates out. The other thing too, tomorrow night, for everybody that can't get to a physical event, if you want to write this down, Michelle Ball will be doing a live Zoom for Canada. So if you don't have the flyer, it has been posted on Juice Plus Canada events. It also has been posted on Team B. It will be a 30-minute prevention. Oh, yeah, it'll be a 30-minute prevention plus. Michelle Ball is one of the top female distributors in Canada. She's absolutely amazing. And so you can invite your guests to the Zoom to watch her prevention plus on why eating whole food in a processed world. She's an awesome presenter, positive energy. It will be recorded if you can't get on. Anyways, I'm going to get Melissa to close off because I literally have to jump off and get on our 9 o'clock overview. Thanks, guys, for a great month. Looking forward to seeing the results coming in from Team Z and all the amazing energy. And thanks for being on the call tonight. And Melissa, I'll let you
Hey guys, I think Nicole wrapped it all up there. She was able to cover all the calls. The only other thing that I want to say is please, please, please get your teammates on the new rep training every single week at 7:45 so that so much happens on there. They hear some more stories, they meet some more faces, they start to get a feel for our culture and the bigger picture. And then of course the team call at 9. And then we still have the 5 Design Your Sweet Life calls going on. Monday, Wednesday, 2 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern time, and then Fridays at 2. So make use of those calls. They are so fantastic. And it is just the 5 of us NMDs that are doing those calls. So I'm sure you guys know all our stories now. So you can feel confident of what we're going to say. And there was one more thing. With new reps, we want to make sure that we lock arms with them, because it's like, I want you to think of it as having a brand new baby. We don't just, have this baby and say, here you go, feed yourself and figure it all out. You want to lock arms with these guys so that they get comfortable and they don't feel overwhelmed, because it's really like drinking out of a fire hose in this business when you first start. There's so much information. So there's a whole bunch of things going on. So as I said, get them plugged into those calls. And then we, the NMDs, the 4 of us here in Canada, have done a video that's going to be sent out to them their first week, their second week, their third week, and their fourth week, just saying hi, sharing our story a little bit, and then what they should be focusing on. So just reiterating all that again. So we're hoping with you guys being awesome uplines, and then those calls, and then these emails going out, that we can catch everyone and keep them in this business and just help them move through this at their own pace and make sure they have all the information and where to find it and all that good stuff. So just to let you know, that's something else that's going on behind the scenes for you guys to help out with your reps. And then of course, we are always here for you. Whatever you need, reach out to us. All right. So thank you so much for getting on tonight. And again, let's see if we can get the numbers up next week so that we can work towards 150 people at conference. It's going to be so awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you soon.